Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate. If you wanna wholesale real estate, then you are in the right place. You don't need no money, you don't need no credit. It's so simple that anyone can get it. Luke's gonna teach you just how to get started. All you have to do is learn and apply it. You are in the right place. You're gonna wholesale real estate. Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever waited to feel confident before taking action? And that confidence never showed up? Not because you didn't care, not because you weren't capable, but because you didn't feel ready. Today, we're going to talk about why clarity beats confidence every single time in real estate, in business, and honestly, in life. Welcome back to the School of Wholesaling podcast. I'm Luke Madeus, and in this episode is for the person who's been thinking, praying, and planning, but still second guessing the first step. Now, family, before we dive in, quick favor. If this podcast has been helping you think clearer or take stronger action, take 10 seconds and leave a review on Apple or Spotify. It really helps the show reach people who are tired of guessing and ready for direction. Here's the truth. Most people don't want to admit confidence is overrated. Not because confidence is bad, but because confidence usually shows up after clarity, not before it. People wait to feel ready, but readiness is a result of knowing what you're doing, not hoping you'll figure it out. Most hesitation isn't fear of failure. It's fear of misdirection. Nobody wants to waste another year. Nobody wants to pour energy into the wrong thing. So what do? They wait. And waiting slowly turns into doubt. But here's the good news, family. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more hype. You don't need louder affirmations. You need orientation. When you know the steps, when you understand the pathway, when the fog lifts, confidence shows clarity because confidence follows clarity like a shadow. You stop asking, can I do this? And start asking, when do I start? You see, even spiritually, this is true. God rarely gives you the entire staircase. He gives you the next step. Faith isn't blind movement. Faith is obedient movement with discernment. Clarity doesn't remove faith. It strengthens it. When I closed my first real estate wholesale deal, I wasn't confident. I was instructed. There's a big difference. I didn't wake up fearless. I woke up guided. Once the steps became clear, confidence showed up naturally. In wholesaling, clarity looks like this. It looks like knowing how to identify motivated sellers, knowing how to analyze numbers, knowing how to make an offer, knowing how to find buyers, knowing how to close the deal, and knowing who to ask when you hit a wall. Confidence comes from repetition, family. Clarity comes from direction. Direction comes from structure. Let's take a quick break. Because if you're serious about gaining clarity on finding real opportunities, one of the tools I personally use is Deal Machine. It helps you identify distressed properties, pull ownership info, and reach homeowners directly, all from your phone. You can grab a free trial and free marketing credits using the link in the show notes or by going to sowcontents.com or drivefordeals.com. This is a tool that you're going to need. And remember, tools don't replace skill, but they accelerate clarity. Now, if you've been stuck waiting for confidence, you're not broken. You're not behind. You're not incapable. You're simply unoriented, and orientation changes everything. The moment the path becomes visible, movement becomes natural. And this is why mentorship matters. Not because you can't do it, But because doing it alone keeps the fog thicker for longer, guidance shortens uncertainty. Structure shortens hesitation. Clarity shortens the timeline. If this episode, family, is encouraging you to stop guessing and start moving with direction, book a free real estate strategy call with me. On that call, we'll look at where you are right now, what your goals are, what's been holding you back, and map out a realistic next step for your next deal. If it makes sense to move forward together, we'll talk about it. If not, you'll still leave the call with clarity. The link to the call is in the show notes, or you can go to SOWcontents with an S at the end, .com. And remember this, confidence fades, clarity compounds, and legacy isn't built on emotion. It's built on direction. You don't need louder belief. You need clearer steps. And once the path is clear, you'll move faster than you've ever expected. I'm Luke Medeiros, and I will see you on the next episode. Au revoir.